Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reading more posts off of r/AmITheDevil. Am I the villain for telling my friend not to go on a date with his girlfriend to an art exhibit? Me and my friend, both 17, are art connoisseurs. From cinema to painting to music and fashion, everything. As corny as it may sound, we enjoy art and try to find a deeper meaning in the impact that it had on society. His girlfriend, on the other hand, is basic as fuck. We mutually describe her that way and isn't really interested in these things whatsoever. I'm laughing, but what the fuck, buddy? Well, why? It all started with an art exhibit in town. We saw many of our mutual friends go there, take pictures, and pose on social media. This made both me and him kind of mad because they're not there to see the actual art. They're there to touch each other on during dates on Valentine's week. I told him not to think about it because that's how the world works and we cannot gatekeep art from society. I was planning on not going there anyway because I knew this would happen and I would be surrounded by clowns posing for pictures who knew absolutely nothing about the significance of the art pieces around them. And that would definitely piss me off. Buddy, why do you care so much? Just go enjoy your art and let other people enjoy the art too. Like, it's... I'm not against people, like, wanting to find the different meaning in art because there usually is a deeper meaning in art. And I also like looking for deeper meanings in things, but who cares if people just want to go on a date because it's fun to go to art exhibits on a date? My friend's girlfriend asked him if they can go to the art exhibit to take pictures because it looks pretty and cool. This offended him more than I expected. He rudely refused. He's much more into art than I am, and they didn't talk for a day after that. She knows that saying something like that will very much piss him off. They've been dating for 2 years. When he came to me after turning her down, he was mad. We talked for a while on VC, and I calmed him down. It's my usual after they fight. Did they fight a lot? After thinking it all through, he thought he was the one who was in the wrong in this case and that he should grit his teeth and go to the exhibit. I told him otherwise. I told him it's her fault for being so basic and being an NPC and following every popular trend ever. Sorry, if I was the girlfriend and I found out that my boyfriend and his friend called me an NPC, I would be so butthurt. Like, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. And also her wanting to go to the art exhibit to take pictures pissed me off as well because she's a friend of mine and it made me kind of disappointed. I told my friend to forget about it and carry on as usual. And now today his girlfriend is accusing me of turning him against her. For one, it was her that made him mad, not me. Two, that she never appreciates his niche interests and is super disinterested when he talks about them with her. And three, they're back to normal and that topic didn't come up again. She wants me to stay away from him and not influence their relationship. Well, girl, he came to me for advice and I gave some, and plus whatever I said was 100% true. It's not like I lied to make them not go on a date. I simply stated what was factual. If that pissed her off, she should change herself, not blame me. Plus, if you cannot enjoy art, don't go to exhibits with people who do, because it will definitely piss them off when they're reading into painting and you're taking pictures for Instagram. More context, she's not interested whatsoever in art. He has tried many times to go with her into it, and even I have. She simply is not interested nor is willing to. She puts him down at times for his interest too, and that's why he comes to me for those things. I think they should just break up. Like, obviously they are not compatible with each other, and that's it. Just stop. Just stop. And this person is a good reason as to why when people are like, oh, I like art, there's like a pretentious air to it, because assholes like this are like, oh, it pisses me off when you're not as into art as I am, but you go to exhibits anyway. Like, chill, buddy, chill. My boyfriend bullies my brother. What can I do to make my brother feel safe? Maybe you could start by not being with somebody who makes your brother feel unsafe. Hey, I'm stuck in an unimaginable situation. Oh. My boyfriend is amazing and treats me like a queen. The only issue is he's not the nicest to other people, including my brother. Then he's probably not a nice person in general, if he's only nice to you. He makes fun of my brother, calls him names and jokes. My brother doesn't like it, and I try to tame it. Recently, my brother bought a new hoodie. My brother was wearing it, and my boyfriend liked it. My boyfriend got my brother to let him try on the hoodie, and then just decided to keep it. This has impacted my relationship with my brother. I wonder why. My brother is accusing me of choosing my boyfriend over him, which I'm not. You kind of sounds like you are. I've told my boyfriend to leave him alone. Unfortunately, he's a grown man and I can't force him to do anything. No, you can't, but you can still exit the situation. Because he can't force you to do anything either. Recently, my brother has said he's feeling unsafe and depressed about being around my boyfriend. He's thinking about dropping out of college to join the military. No one in the family thinks that's a good idea. My brother is really smart and I think he should get his degree. He said he doesn't want to join the military, but he doesn't want to be around us. He recently took the ASVAB, and I just don't want him to rush into a decision. As problematic as OP is, are there no parents here? Like, the family thinks it's not a good idea. How come no one's stepping in to say, hey, you need to get your boyfriend in line? Because, like, obviously, whatever she's doing, she doesn't care enough to enforce boundaries. And nobody else does either in the family. Like, I don't know. I feel like even if he treats OP well, treating the brother so poorly in a way is the same as not treating OP well. Because, like, if he respects her truly, he's going to respect the people that she cares about too. And he is clearly not doing that. I am falling for my sister's ex. Would it be unreasonable to date him? Oh boy. So I'm in a pretty complicated situation. My sister Amy was dating Paul for 2.5 years, from when she was 22 to 24. I wasn't close with him, but we got along. Okay, let's see, she's 26. This was 2 years ago. Well, unfortunately, he cheated with her best friend, and this hurt my sister a lot. I was angry and hurt he would do that to my sister. My sister became depressed and still has trust issues to the point she's scared to date. How are you typing this out and still questioning if this is something unreasonable for you to do? Recently, I went on a cruise with my friend and her boyfriend, third wheeling. He saw me at the bar at the pool. He said hi, and I was very cold to him. I told him about himself, and to my surprise, he accepted accountability. He told me the guilt he feels to this day, and he's matured over the years. I decided to let bygones be bygones, and him and I started hanging out as we were both third wheeling. We did excursions, shopping, etc. I didn't realize how strong our chemistry was. One night, we both had a drunken mishap and hooked up. After that, the cat was out of the bag, and we hooked up a couple of times. When I got back, him and I texted, and we were considering taking things more serious. I haven't talked to my sister about it, but I can tell he's changed and a better person. Plus, it's been a couple of years. This is bad. The poor girl was already betrayed by her best friend, and now she's being betrayed by her sister. He's changed, and he's a better person. No, he's not. I don't even know it. I don't even know how to go on talking about this, because what the actual fuck am I just... This is that. Okay, next. Am I the villain for telling my roommate's girlfriend she needs to manage her own period? I live in a house with 2 guys and a girl. The girl and one of the guys are dating. I moved in the same week as her. I have a great Pyrenees who is well trained, except for the fact that he goes through the trash when nobody is home. I paid to buy a door that we installed in the kitchen, and now the last person to leave the house just has to close the door. Fortunately, my dog has no interest in the bathroom garbage, or so we thought. A few weeks into living together, I came home one day and there were torn up used tampons spread all over the bathroom floor. The girl was at work, so I told her boyfriend, and we both agreed that the dog had probably gone through the trash. He cleaned it up and said he'd ask her to do a better job of wrapping them in toilet paper before she threw them away or something. How is that supposed to stop the dog from tearing it apart, though? He's just gonna rip up the toilet paper. What? The next day it happened again. When everybody was home, the girlfriend called everybody into the living room and asked if we could make it the default to just keep the bathroom door closed so this doesn't happen. The other guys agreed, but I told her that it was unfair of us to have to manage her period for her. She told me that my dog was the one making the mess, but I told her that if it wasn't for her leaving her blood in the trash, my dog wouldn't be interested in it at all. She said that us having to close the bathroom door wasn't any more of a burden than closing the kitchen door, but I told her that that's different because all of us threw food in the kitchen garbage, but she was the only one throwing blood in the bathroom garbage. It sounds like you just want to give her a hard time, because what's the issue of just closing the bathroom door? There's none. Honestly, I think I prefer the bathroom door to be closed because whenever someone takes a dump, you're going to walk by and get a whiff of whatever they just dumped. One time, I woke up to a mess, and when I told her to clean it up, she said it wasn't even hers because she wasn't on her period. It turned out that my girlfriend was on hers, and it was her tampon, so I cleaned it up myself. I'm not sexist. I'll clean things up when they're my responsibility, but I don't think it's fair for me to be inconvenienced by a girl I'm not even dating. How much of an inconvenience is it to just pull the door closed and to open it again? It is less than 2 seconds to do both of those things. Since the meeting, this has become less frequent of an issue because her and the guys close the bathroom door, but I still forget a lot of the time. If she sees the door open, she closes it but gets really huffy about it. It still happens occasionally, and when it does, she cleans it up, but she works, doesn't get home until late. Yesterday was another incident of me coming home to a dirty bathroom. I work PM and come home in the AM. She was still sleeping, so I went and blew up on her. I probably shouldn't have yelled, but I stand by my right to not be exposed to her biomatter. Last night, me and the other roommates could hear her crying and telling her boyfriend she wanted them to move out because she hates living with me. I thought she was being dramatic, but our other roommates told me I'm being a dick, and that it's not that hard to just keep a door closed. I seriously don't think it's my fault to manage some girl's period for her. Why are you phrasing it that way? It's not you managing the period for her, it's you not being able to manage your dog from going in the trash, or you not being able to manage a door being closed. This sounds like your fault, and it sounds like you're the only person who's actually not closing the door, and you're just doing this on purpose. And for what? Am I the villain for not complimenting my wife so that she won't become vain? Context. My wife and I have been together for 10 years. We share 3 children, 9, 7, and 5. My wife was never someone to really dress up or put much thought into her looks. She's always been beautiful, but never did much to highlight it, until recently. She went through this crisis of feeling like she didn't have a personality outside of being a mom, something like that. So for the last 2 years, she started traveling more, joining different groups, dressing really nicely, wearing makeup. I never realized how much of a difference it would make, but people treat her completely different. She is constantly getting complimented, told she should be in magazines. She'll come home and happily tell me about the random stranger who was so nice to her. She randomly gets gifts. Lady at her job brought her a book series she was interested in. She gets hit on. When we go out, all these dudes want to buy her drinks. Even my family has noticed, and all of a sudden it seems like they're wondering how I ended up with her. Honestly, it's a bit overwhelming for me, and something I'm just not used to. It's kind of become annoying. Anyways, she was going out with friends and she asked me how she looked. I just said fine. She seemed disappointed with this. My sister was over and commented that I should hype her up. I said, why should I when the world already does? That I don't want her thinking too highly of herself and becoming more vain. My sister looked shocked and said that's effed up. Said that's low-key abusive and I'm a villain. I think she's overthinking it, but decided to get outside opinions. So am I the villain? Yeah? Why do you not want your wife to feel good about herself, buddy? It really sounds like you're the one who's insecure and you now want to make your wife insecure because you just can't deal with it. I feel bad for her. Alright, well, that's all for today. If you like this content or you like me, go ahead and subscribe, comment what other subreddits you want me to go on, give it a like if you want, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Bye!